Thank you, General Evaluator Kadana and fellow Toastmasters. It's my pleasure to evaluate our speaker today, our first speaker today, Connie, experienced Toastmaster. In her presentation today, I thought she definitely met the objectives of sharing a vision that she has for her year as the Vice President of Education, and how gives a feel for how she's going to be helping us and how we can help her to do her role. I'll be sharing a couple areas that I thought she did well and some suggestions for improvement. I think, as I've said several times before, Connie's greatest ability is to put together a well-organized speech. The opening, she had a quote that was related to her topic. She indicated what the three parts of her vision she was going to be talking about in the opening. In the body, she talked about those three areas, and then in the conclusion, she had another quote to take related again to her topic. Now, I was a little distracted with technical difficulties. That highlighted for me the importance of adding maybe a little more emphasis when you move from one point to the other. So I was a little lost. So it took, I don't know if I totally caught up. So a couple of suggestions I had. Sometimes we suggest just moving one side, just a quick step or step forward, backwards. That would grab my attention. As well, could have a slide with the 3 points as another option, or just a gesture, first point and a little change in the vocal variety. So there were three thoughts that came to mind. To challenge yourself, I thought the area to challenge yourself would be in adding purposeful vocal variety. Think if you're having a call to action, please, something like that. I'm not sure if that would fit, but that's a quick example, as I've had to do that a few times as a Vice President of Education. And for another final strength is the ability to use gestures. So I saw you when you're talking about different points, highlighting them on your fingers, so that kept us engaged. I could see that you're moving from one point to the other, and then when you're contrasting one point versus the other, and you're using the open hand, so that's sort of an open gesture, open hand. You're open as opposed to pointing at individuals. So overall, I thought it was an excellent presentation, well organized, great use of gestures, possibly an emphasis on when you move from one point to the next, and then for your future presentation, maybe focus on purposeful vocal variety. Turn control back to our General Evaluator.